Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Well, the Lions got absolutely destroyed on Sunday. Honestly, I saw it coming. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be because I know the Ravens are just stupid good to begin with. Especially with Lamar Jackson doing what he does. But anyways, today is going to be Lions rehabilitation. Let's see what they did wrong. First up, we're going to start with the winners because they won and they made the better. They made the better moves, I guess you could say. Ravens, they had 10 drives, 503 total yards, 9.1 yards, 9.1 yards per play, 357 passing yards, 146 rushing yards, no interceptions, one fumble, and then 30 minutes and 22 seconds worth of possession time. The Ravens, those are amazing numbers for them. All right. Lamar Jackson was able to throw it around everywhere he wanted it to. The Lions really couldn't stop anything going on. Gus Edwards had a touchdown. I know Mark Andrews had a touchdown, and I think Zay Flowers had a touchdown as well. So anyone that watched the you want to bet on a Ravens video or short or whatever, you want some money there because I told you. Anyways, Ravens basically kicked the Lions' ass. They did well on their rushing attack. To be honest with you, I definitely think that was one of the highlights of the Lions' D. We did pretty well stopping the run. Yeah, we know we had 146 yards, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. The Ravens' D is stupid good. Like that guy that they got from the Bears, I can't remember his name. Fuck. Either way, the guy that they got from the Bears is like stupid good. That whole defense is a Super Bowl caliber defense. Like, after that game, I'm gonna be honest with you. I could see the Ravens going to the AFC Championship with the Chiefs, and I could see the Ravens winning. Like, they're that good. Now, on another note, the Lions played like shit on Sunday. Absolute crap. It was bad. I hated it. It was bad. It was embarrassing. To kind of get to the Lions stats, they also had 10 drives, total yards of 337, 4.7 yards per carry or per play, 253 passing, 84 rushing, and then one interception by Jared Goff. And then they had 29 minutes and 38 seconds worth of possession time. So, first thing I want to say is I think Jared Goff, actually, he wasn't the problem. I know people are going to say that Lamar diced him up or anything, but 280 yards of this right here, of the total yards, were just passing yards from him. Yeah, he threw it like 50 times. I will say that. But I don't think Jared Goff was really the issue. All right. First issue was, to be honest with you, the only person that was really catching freaking balls was Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he had a game too. I think he had like 180, like 102 yards. No touchdowns, sadly. But it is what it is. Jahmyr Gibbs had a touchdown, but like it was garbage time, but whatever. He had like around 64, 65 yards rushing. So that's not too bad, but in my honest opinion, I'm suspect of the Jahmyr Gibbs pick. Just because the fact is, if we went to move back for him and taken Jahmyr Gibbs, right now he's really not doing, like, David Montgomery is literally the all-star back that we have. He's probably the best back in the backfield right now. Jahmyr Gibbs, yeah, he's a rookie, but on the other hand, he's not really making an impact. Just think, we had during the draft, we had number 6. And if we would have taken, like, for example, Jalen Carter, our defense would be monstrous right now. Because they're doing fucking... Oh, I should stop swearing. I'm sorry. They're doing crazy stuff over by the Eagles, because to be honest with you, Jalen Carter's tearing it up. He's got a crap ton of sacks. It's ridiculous. So, honestly, I think the Jahmyr Gibbs thing is kind of aging poorly, just because the fact is our defense could be nasty right now if we had Jalen Carter. Like, I mean nasty. So, but speaking of the defense, that was the giant problem for the Lions game. We got pressure, and when we did get pressure, the thing is we didn't pressure Lamar a lot at all, if at all. And when we did pressure him, he just escaped. Basically ran out, used his legs. And then basically after that, none of the corners and none of the DBs were able to stop anybody, especially Mark Andrews. And it was just a poor performance by the Lions D. And on top of that, what needs to happen too is like biggest thing that didn't happen as well is like the front line didn't win their one-on-ones. They didn't. I saw that, and then Hutch was getting double teamed the whole time. Sorry, I'm getting a little heated. So I think they recorded. Hutch recorded a couple of hurries, no sacks, unfortunately. We did get one. Hutch got that fumble though, which was pretty awesome in my opinion. So there was that. But on the other hand, I think what we need to do, if Brad Holmes wants to shake things up and he wants to be a little bit more successful this year, is he needs to get another edge rusher, or he needs to get another DB corner, a big time corner. One thing that I like, that I would really like to have, is Darren Barnes? Yeah, same name. But Darren Barnes from the Carolina Panthers, I know they're probably going to do a fire sale soon. I know it's going to cost us at least one first-round draft pick, but on the other hand, he's only 25. We can put him on a long-term contract, and on top of that, him and Aiden Hutchinson on each side, that's monstrous. Unless they want to wait till James Houston comes, but James Houston, fractured his ankle. I really hope he comes back soon. I know they said it was going to take around 6 weeks, but I don't know if we're kind of going up to that. But we'll see. I really do hope things change on that part. But for the DBs, if they really wanted to make a splash, the Broncos, they probably won't give up Cortland Sutton. But on the other hand, if the price is right, I'm sure they'd take them. They have no freaking first round draft picks because of the terrible Russell Wilson trade. So honestly, you could probably get away with something. All right. And honestly, I wouldn't even mind trading James Houston for a Derek Barnes or a Cortland Sutton, because that would ultimately make our team just all around better. Well, the Lions team just in general better. All right. So that's honestly what we need to do. As in terms of next Monday, we face the Raiders. All right. Honestly, right now, it was kind of a humbling experience for me and probably for the team as well, getting blown out like that. Just because we were beating up on teams and we were killing them 2 scores ahead. So that's not sustainable, in my honest opinion. You're gonna get a team that's gonna knock you down a peg, and I think this team was the one that did. But on another hand, if we lose to the Raiders, that's when I'm okay, they figured us out. We need to we need to go back to the drawing board about something, because the Raiders are terrible. They are horrible. Josh McDaniels is a turd of a coach. I'm just saying. I don't know how that guy keeps getting freaking jobs in the NFL when he's proven that he's a terrible freaking coach to begin with. So what I'm expecting Monday is I'm expecting a mad as hell Lions team that's going to put a freaking 40 burger on them. That's what I want. The only thing, I'll kind of get into more detail when I do with the upcoming preview of that game, but yeah, that is what we need to do. Holmes, make something happen. Bring in a player, because honestly, the D-line is just not cutting it. Kaminsky is not cutting it. Isaiah Buggs, honestly, is probably, other than Hutch, is probably the best player on there because he's plugging up holes, and I think he's one of the biggest reasons why that teams aren't able to run on us is because of Isaiah Buggs. All right, but Kaminsky's not doing well. Aleem McNeil is not cutting it. They're not winning their one-on-ones, and if we don't do that, we're not going to do well on defense, especially when quarterbacks have all the time in the freaking world to be able to just shred our freaking backfield. And the coverage Sunday was horrendous. It was horrendous. Just, oh my God. I could talk about the defense all day. But in terms of the offense, like I said, I think Jared Goff did what he could do with what he had. The line was mediocre. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like they had a little bit of an off day too. I think we had 84 rushing yards. It wasn't very good. So, 84 rushing yards, it really wasn't that good. So, like I said, in my honest opinion, this was a humbling experience. I think this is going to kick the Lions in the ass, and they're going to be like, hey, we need to, we're not going to be able to blow out everybody. We need to play competitive football, get back to the basics, get back to those details, because that was another thing. There was missed tackles everywhere. So, let's get it done, and let's take it to the Raiders. I'm expecting a 40-burger, Detroit.